Straight from the OTB news desk, live, late-breaking, and investigative, this is Over the Bars.
A surprise win from Cooper Webb at Anaheim 2. Preston Taylor dominates Nitro arenacross in Kansas City. Hoosier releases an all-new front tire for a full combo dirt bike setup. Hi everybody, I'm Jeff Crutcher, your host of Over the Bars, OTB. Right here, you heard it first. We've got a great show today, let's get to it. Just kidding, you know I don't actually give a shit about Hoosier tires or Cooper Webb or how the Supercross races went. However, we will talk about I'm still used to calling it liquid nitro. Nitro arenacross nationals. Nationals, you hear that? They'll just give anybody a name nowadays. Guess that's kind of like saying I'm national number 681 on the KTN. All right. Yesterday, 2 o'clock, I just wrapped up a fresh episode of Narcos, Mexico edition. I've made it almost through the first full season of the second spinoff of the Narcos franchise on Netflix. And I was like, you know what, dude? I do not want to commit to watching TV for the rest of my evening. I should just throw the muff on the bike, head out, and go racing arenacross. It's only been since January of 2015, I believe. So 4 years ago, or that might be off. It might have been 2014. Somewhere in there. So it's been a minute since I've done any arenacross race, and the last one that I did was Mesquite, Texas, and that was a super stacked class. That was a good race. So Kansas City is about a 30-minute drive for me. I live in Lawrence, where University of Kansas is. 2 o'clock, I decide, let's go racing. Got a little bit of bike work to do, check the air pressure, change the, I had to dial in my chain, swap out for a fresh air filter, which I didn't have any air filters, so I went through don't tell my girlfriend this, but I put my air filters in the dryer, but there's no oil left on them because I use No Toil. I really like their product, especially because I figured out that you don't have to use the No Toil powdered cleaner in order to clean No Toil filters, because it's just fancy vegetable oil with a little bit of alcohol and food coloring in it. And there are people that are like, no, there's so much more to it than that. Bullshit. I know exactly what it is. It's fucking vegetable oil with alcohol in it and some red food dye. So I swapped out air filters, got those cleaned out, did a couple little maintenance things. I just realized I never even checked the air pressure in my forks. Whatever, dude. Got those factory connection set up. I'm running their stuff this year. Shout out to Factory Connection for bringing me on board for their 2019 amateur support program. Proud to be part of their operation. Okay. Load the bike up. There's 2 inches of snow still sitting in the back of my truck. My driveway is ice. I haven't touched my truck since Thursday. I worked all week, Monday through Thursday, sick as a dog. And so that's why I may sound a little funny right now. It's just because of that. So I get all my shit loaded up. Of course, I forgot a lawn chair. Oops. Rookie move. Well, haven't done an arenacross in a while, so you're bound to forget something. I used to have this badass cart that I would take to the races whenever I had a cargo van. And I mean, even before then, my dad bought it whenever fucking 2004, I think, whenever I first started racing like local arena cross stuff. And it was like a really fancy cargo little cart, similar to like a radio flyer. But of course, you know, it had off-road tires and like these steel cage deals and these heavy-duty latches on it. We ran that thing for a long time. That was the tits, man, because, you know, I'd load that thing up in the back of the van and then put the toolbox and the little trackside table, chairs, gas can, all the accessories. Well, I don't have that thing anymore. So that kind of made things a little bit difficult getting in and out of the building. Of course, you know, fucking Jay's website says KC only, pro practice 5:30. I get there, it's 4:55. Actually, it was earlier than that. I had to go through, rent the transponder, no big deal. But then, of course, whenever I go to sign up, there's fucking 50 moms that are like worried about their kid getting either 8th or 9th place in the heat race. It wasn't even for a trophy. It was for 8th or 9th. They were like, well, my son beat this boy. And you know, I'm just standing there. I'm trying to sign in. And the sign-in lady is like, whatever. So I get signed in. As I'm walking back to the truck, Jay sees me, the promoter guy. He's like, Crusher, your practice is at 5. It's right now. I was like, no, Jay, it's at 5:30. He's like, no, 5 o'clock. I said, Jay, it says 5:30 on your website. He's like, whatever, we're not going to argue about this, but, you know, just get out there as soon as you can. We'll make sure you get some practice laps. I'm like, yeah, I fucking know that you will, dude. Which, you know, I was like, maybe I'm wrong. So I pulled up the website whenever I was on the way back to my truck to get my shit on. And sure as shit, there it says right there. You go to Nitro. You know what? I'm going to pull this shit up. I'm going to tell everybody what the fucking address is. NITRO. NitroAXTour.com. Home of the Nitro Arena Cross National. So you click Racer Info sign up. Scroll down. It's got a bunch of information here. Scroll past pit passes, basic info you should know, time schedule. Okay. Now it says right here, pro registration closes at 4 o'clock. Pro riders meeting 5 o'clock. Now, pro registration does not close at 4 o'clock. Just FYI. Notes. Here it says underneath, end of show around 10:30. ATVs, amateur heats, blah, blah, blah. Due to the larger entry numbers in Kansas City, the day schedule will run 30 minutes earlier, allowing for the 7 p.m. main event to start on time. Note, KC only, pro practice, 5:30 p.m. Highlighted right there, okay? Now, I don't mean to be a fucking stickler and a dickhead, but frankly, if you're going to advertise on your fucking website, KC only pro practice, 5:30 p.m., and then you want to start an argument with me over what time fucking practice starts, you don't get to, Jay. But hey, man, thanks for having the races. Put on a good show. You know, with the fucking UTVs and shit running around in the track before our main. That was awesome. We sat on the line for the 250 Pro main for an extra, I don't know, 15 minutes it felt like. Okay, so they did intermission, and then they did pit bike races directly after that, okay? And then right after the pit bike races, 250 Pro main, right there on the gate, ready to go. They start flagging off the pit bikes. No. You know, we go to start our bikes. No. Don't turn your bikes on yet. We're like, what? Why? And then these fucking goofballs and UTVs come out, and which I will say was mildly entertaining for one lap whenever the one dude in the super souped up one, they go off of the starting line. They're in front of the starting line. They roost the shit out of us going, we're sitting behind the gate. So they go into the first corner, and one dude gets into another and fucking checks his front brake and like locks his front wheels up into, you know, the back of side, whatever, another guy, and literally does a front flip. And of course, you know, you can't just, whenever you're racing UTVs, it just can't be one person in the rig. You got to have 2 people, you know, because you need a fucking co-driver to go through the arena cross course. So the co-driver, which is some like 15-year-old girl, it looks like, her, dude, they do a fucking front flip and like land on the side, and half her fucking body comes out of the UTV. And I'm like, here we go again. All right, more bullshit at one of Jay's races. So, moving on past that, let's talk about the actual racing. The track was okay. I liked it. It was fun. You know, Hale Arena has one of the biggest floors of the Nitro series. Would I prefer there to be the original horseshoe format track? Yes, absolutely. Would I like a full set of 16 whoops in one straightaway? Abso-fucking-lutely. Yes. The bigger, the better, the gnarlier, the more happy I am. Just because whoops are one of my strengths. Listen, I'm not an arena cross rider. I don't do tight turns well. That's not my thing. I'm good at whoops, and that's about it whenever it comes to the arena cross track. So, you know, going into this race, I wasn't like, oh yeah, gonna be super competitive, take top 3, you know, looking for podium position out here on my Mufflers KTM 125 SX, sponsored by CycleZone KTM. Yes! I had to skip the whole fucking track party because I didn't want Garlock to stick his microphone in my mouth and be like, hey man, you know, thanks for coming down. We always love whenever the plus 30 riders are here, you know, holding it down for the old guys. So tell us about ripping ruts. And I'm like, fuck, man. You know, so I sat in the stands and ate my chicken fries while the track party was going on, you know, because I don't want to be like super negative or critical or, you know, whatever it is, but I don't think so highly of myself that I have to be out on the track during the track party there to sign autographs for fans. You know, it's kind of like at 30, dude, I've been there, done that so many times. If you really want an autograph, come to the very back of the pits and find me. I'd be happy to sign something for you. But I'm just, you know, man, I'm not there for the spotlight. I was there for something to do. Okay? I wanted to race my dirt bike. It's January. There's an inch of snow sitting on top of an inch of ice on the ground right now. Current temperature, 7 degrees. This is my only option, okay? I don't get to go ride my dirt bike until the weekend after Valentine's Day because I have a week of vacation off. So, speaking of that, if you're listening to this and you live in Texas, so we're going to go to the Dallas Supercross, Arlington at AT&T Cowboy Stadium, whatever the fuck it is. Dallas will be the Dallas Supercross, watching the races on Saturday night, and then going to Texplex on Sunday. And we're going to have a full spread for Lap King. I've talked to Vince and JC. They're going to have the full hookup. This is going to be like their big blowout. They want everybody to go out to Texplex. Texplex is like the new facility in Texas. And it's just outside of the DFW area. Go down there right on Sunday. Probably hit Underground on Monday. I got to get a hold of Kyle Regal, which I don't know if he's Underground or Quicks. They're right next to each other. It's really fucking confusing. Kind of like how GPF and MTF are the same place, but there's a fence that splits the two, but they're right next to each other. And the Woods family owns one, and the Millsaps family owns the other. I don't know what the deal is at Underground and Quicks. I'll get the answers. See, that's what we do on OTB. You have the questions, and we fill you full of shit because we don't know the answers either. All right, getting back to the racing. In the heats, okay, so, you know, I go out and ride practice. And shout out to Andy Boyer, who sent me a really fucking threatening message about, you won't even be able to make it over the catapult on that lawnmower. Fuck you, Andy. How about that? I jumped the thing first lap. Suck my nuts, bro. Okay? I ain't scared. Catapult's the easiest jump on the track. However, am I going to go 3-3 through the rhythm section? No, absolutely fucking not. I'm not. I'm riding a 125 SX. I weigh 190 pounds. I'm 30 years old. I have a full-time career, FedEx. I'm not going to be jumping any fucking giant triples for 6th place in the 250 Pro main. No thanks. Stand by. You know me. I like my coffee in the mornings, even though it's actually 11 o'clock. But hey, I was out till 2. I went to Waffle House afterwards with Austin Beach. It's not a night of arena cross if you don't go to Waffle House on the way home. All right. Practice was pretty good. Figured out that I really like the inside option after the... So it was like... So the track was shaped like an H. That's how I put it. The track was shaped like an H. And... Okay. So earlier I was saying I really prefer the original OG horseshoe shape. I like a long whoop section. I like a nice long rhythm section. I like a big catapult. Now listen. You won't be finding me, or you didn't find me at any of the Amsoil Arena Cross races because I don't fucking like doing that shit. It's too tight. It's too gnarly. Dude, I've been there, done that. The last time I did an Amsoil race was 2011, okay, at Kemper. And it put the fear of God in me. Those whoops were so fucking big. Let's see. That they took out Hunter Clements. They took out Tyson Humphrey. Oh, God damn it. There was a kid from Illinois Kevin Marquardt. They collected him really hard. Okay, so the whoops were so big. And this is, whenever like Darcy Lynch and Tyler Bowers are doing the series for Babbitt's Kawasaki. The whoops were so big that there were only 4 guys able to get across the top of them. Like Keith Johnson was like, nah, dude. So the AMA or Feld track crew, the Dirtworks guys. That's what I was trying to say. The Dirtworks guys went out, combed those bitches down with the big rubber tire loader. So they combed down the whoops. And I was riding a borrowed KX250. I was getting across the top of them, kind of. Fucking after practice, KP Bad Wrench is, he's wrenching for me and Scotty. And he comes back. And he's like, do you want to go home? And I was like, yeah, I do. He's like, no, fuck you, pussy. You're going to get across those goddamn whoops and you're not going to ride like a bitch anymore. And I mean, Keith like straight up chewed my ass in the pits for riding like a little girl. Which, hey, there are little girls out there that ride really fast, Jordan Jarvis, etc. Those kind of chicks. I shouldn't bag on that. I shouldn't say that's wrong. It's 2019. You can't say ride like a little girl. I was riding like I had no skill. Let's say that. And then I went out. Second practice, got across the whoops. Got into the night show and missed qualifying by 1 into the main. No big deal. Moving on. So instead of the horseshoe shape, we had an H shape, which I think if I'm just betting, okay, because the floor is so large there was, it was doable the way the H shape was. And I felt like it made for good passing opportunity because I was in fucking first gear. I come over the catapult, shift down on first gear, get my leg out, and fucking brake slide into the corner and power out. I wasn't even taking the rut. I was going inside of the rut because those dumbass UTVs. Hey, you know what? Good. They went out and they hit that giant yellow Cherokee thing. Not the little Ford Guard looking things, but the big like construction block yellow thing that they put out to mark the insides of the corners. One of the UTV guys hit that thing and bumped it in like a solid 5 feet. And I'm sitting there on the line and I'm like, I don't think anybody else saw this. So, yeah, that was my fucking line. I made a lot of really good passes. Okay. Heat races. 250 and 450 both I got 4th in them. That was fun. My fucking chicken strips that I mentioned earlier that I ate set a little too heavy though. So after the first race, I legit thought I was going to puke. Now, mind you, I couldn't really breathe because my nose is all stopped up. I'm blowing like pea soup out of my nose from having a sinus infection. I'm coughing. I parked all the way in the back by the garage door, by the bay door. And the dude's got that thing wide open for people to push their bikes in and out, so it's cold as shit in the back of the pits. I didn't bring a lawn chair. I'm sitting on my toolbox, drinking a gallon of water, like, help. But it was good. It was good, clean racing, man. I had a good time. Heat races were good. Made some good passes on those inside. And then, through the triple section, I was going double. And, like, I didn't think it was any slower because I was cutting the course so much shorter. I was going short, double, staying on the ground. And, like, I felt my whoop speed. Honestly, like, some of the videos that I saw from last night, my whoop speed was fucking key, dude. Now, listen, obviously, I got fourth, okay? In my mind, my whoop speed was fucking key. It's funny how, like, perspective changes everything. You're out there on the track, and you're like, dude, yeah, I'm so fucking awesome. I'm the man, but you're in, like, 8th place. All right. Main time. 250 Pro. Last place out of the gate. Carnage ensues in the first 3 corners, like it always does. I get a couple guys out of there, so I go from 14th to about 10th, I'm going to say, on the first lap. And then, dude, I just fucking inside in all the corners. First gear on my 125. And it worked. And, like, oh, excuse me. So I got John Barry. I got Mitch Gaylord. I got 119 on the Suzuki, guy from Nebraska. I can't remember his name right now. I was picking dudes off with those inside corners. It was the way to go. Just tuck in tighter than everybody else. Hit those little yellow construction things. And, run wide at the exit of the corner and shut them down. And I never fucking hit anybody. I never took anybody out. I never made any dirty moves. I did make contact with Brandon Herschel. Not because I hit him, but because he's a fucking squirrel and, like, literally was all over the place. Dude, okay, I come into the corner before the finish line. I swing out wide. I go inside, swing out wide, block pass. Not aggressive, but I blocked him, okay? And then he, like, hits me from the outside and, like, gooses the bike to the left. And then there's this big giant roller, and I caught backside of it, and I look over, and dude, he's like hanging off of the back of the bike. His bars are all turned. It doesn't look like he's in control at all whatsoever. Fucking in the air. Whatever, I got him. So, yeah, I rode a nice, smooth, consistent race, got 6th. I had a lot of fun. I paid $100, and it cost me $100 to get in. So it was $50 a class because I didn't pre-enter. $50 a class, $15 for the transponder rental, and $10 to get in. So, I could have stayed home and went to Panda Express and spent $10 there, and maybe, I don't know, gone to Target and shit. Or actually, you know what? I know what I would have done. I would have went to Panda. I would have got a double orange chicken with chow mein, and then I would have gone by GameStop. I got something for my Nintendo 64. Or Game Nut. Yeah, not GameStop. Game Nut, which is like the resale place here in Lawrence. I have, right here in front of me, Rush 2, which was the second of the San Francisco Rush Extreme. Rush 2, GoldenEye, Micro Machines, Robotron 64, and of course, EA Sports. It's in the game. Supercross 2000, Nintendo 64. This is my desk. This is the OTB news desk / Rip and Ruts office. MacBook Air, recording device, printer, like a little inkjet printer, not a sticker printer, and I'm going to say 30-inch TV screen that my girlfriend had left over from like 2 apartments ago. So I would have just sat here and played fucking Nintendo 64 until the Supercross would have been on, and then I would have ripped the stream off of, I don't want to tell everybody how. Listen, if you know how to use Google, you can find how to rip the stream without having to pay NBC Sports. And that's what I do. Sorry, not sorry. All right, let me take another sip of coffee, then we'll get down to it. Okay. Take my 6th place, $100, paid for my night. Go out in the 450 main. Dog shit start, you know. And it's funny. I say 450 main. I think that Derek Greathouse and Tucker Smith were the only two on 450s. Everybody else is out there on 250s because riding a 450 in arena cross is like next to impossible. I don't know if you'd ride second gear or first gear in that shit. I mean, might as well just ride first. It's not like you're going to run out of power or go too fast. If you have quote unquote outdoor gearing, then you're fine. If you went tall, 3 teeth taller, then you could run second gear. That wouldn't be the worst. All right. But your bike's 75 pounds heavier than what I was riding. Dude, that was the thing about like the 125 is like, it was so easy to take those insides because my bike weighs 17 pounds dripping wet. Never mind the fact that, I wear XL jersey, 34 size pant, size 12 boot. I'm a big boy out there on a little bike. All right. Get a dog shit start. No surprise. I have no torque. Can't get out of the gate against all the 250Fs. And I don't know. I must have been in like 12th again. And then after the rhythm section, fucking Brandon Herschel strikes again. Dude, this guy, okay. I don't know him. I know he's an older dude. Respect to him for riding the A class at arena cross races. All right, it takes balls to do that, But he's kind of squirrely, and he went for the fucking kill shot for 12th place. And mind you, he got last in all the heats in both mains. He's getting last place. Would I say he's competitive? He's out there, but he went for the fucking kill shot, dude. Tried taking me out. He hit me so hard, like it was a straight up fucking T-bone, dude. He hits me so hard that it knocks me to the right, and like both of my legs come flying up over the bike and land on the right side. And I like toss, left, right, boom, down. I'm on the ground. Second lap, everybody's fucking gone. I get up, my bars aren't twisted, but like my front end's twisted. Right before the whoops, roll through those, turn right, roll through those, fucking go over to catapult and do that thing in the air where you like try to re-straighten your shit. It kind of works. And by this time, I'm riding around and I'm going, 80%. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm pissed off. And it's like, okay, I'll go now. And then by that time, Preston Taylor got around me. Whoever was in second, and Dawson Cobb was in third, John Barry, Justin Kelly, John Barry. And like, right behind John, I just tuck in because I was looking back. Okay, there was a gap behind John. So I jump up behind John. I'm going his pace. And then fucking Yamaha guy, Nick Merritt, I can hear him coming up behind me, which is, guys, he's fucking fast at arena cross. All right, this is what the kid does. This is what these Nebraska, Iowa guys are specialists in, is arena cross. There's no doubt about it. There's something about the fucking water that they have up there that just makes people from along the Missouri River up there good. Omaha, Lincoln, Sioux City, Sioux Falls, whatever's over there, etc. Fort Dodge, Des Moines. All right, there have been a lot of really successful arena cross racers that have come out of that area. Justin Brayton, Teddy Mayer, Chad Pedersen, Denny Stevenson, Brian Deegan, so on down the line. Cody Gilmore. Okay. All those guys came out of that area. So, anyway, I know fucking Yamaha guys behind me. Okay. I'm not trying to block the way. I'm not trying to impede the race. I'm a lap down. I'm in fucking, 12th, 13th, whatever. And then this kid comes into me. So I went in after the finish line. I can hear him behind me, because he's one of those kids, younger guys on a Yamaha, in the air, because that's how you go fast. I don't know if you know this. Okay, kids, listen up, take notes. Whenever you are in the air, if you hold the bike wide open, it makes you go faster through the air. But as soon as you land, shut the throttle off. Do not dare landing on the gas on the backside of a jump, because all about those air revs, dude, think about it. You're in the air, you're fucking revving the piss out of the bike, you're on a 4-stroke, it's loud, it's obnoxious, you hit that rev limiter. Sound like fucking Axel Hodges because he's such a good racer. Dude, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Pinned in the air. Get that rear wheel spinning, bro. So then whenever you hit the landing and you're on the brakes, you know, like that bite coming in, you just, you fucking Hoosier tire, just whapa, and then you land on the brakes. Okay, that's how you do it. That is how you do it. That's what fucking Gary Simmons teaches, the 5 magics. That's his 5th magic. Jump in the air with the throttle on. Fuck corner speed. Jump in the air with the throttle on, dude. That's it. Well, you know, okay, I've always professed straightaway speed. I'm all about straightaway speed. While everybody else is fucking around in the corners, I'm on the straightaways wide open. No, revise that. Take that out. Throw the baby out with the bathwater. Here's what we're doing from now on out. I'm all about air speed, okay? I want full throttle in the air. This year, Mega Camp 2019, bar to bar, topic number 1, fuck the techniques. We're doing throttle wide open in the air. I'm going to make sure that me, Scott, and Brad, everybody, we're going to fucking drill these little kids. Hey, you motherfuckers. I'm going to grab them. Hey, you listen to me. You're going to do these jumps, and you're going to hold it wide open in the air, because that's what's fast. Okay? This is 2019. We're not screwing around anymore. We're doing the jumps in the air. The throttle wide open. I hear him behind me. Throttle wide open. I tuck inside. I'm going slow intentionally. Okay, I'm trying to let this guy gap up to me so that I can go before the rhythm section. In retrospect, should I have just gone to the inside? Yeah, but the thing was I was doing those insides so good. I was like, I'm not going to throw my whole fucking rhythm section so I can let this guy by me. So I was like, I'm going to go all the way up to the tippity top of the corner outside berm. I get up to the top of the corner, and it was like a fucking Hiroshima bomb comes into me, dude. D-Day. No. The H-bomb. Was that D-Day? No. The fucking H-bomb comes into me from the left side. Wha boom! Fucking knocks me off of the bike. This kid crashes. Okay, he hit me so hard that both of us crashed. Was it excessive? Yes. He's 18. You know, this is what kids do. Listen, I was 18 at one time. I did fucking dumb shit on a dirt bike when I thought I had to prove a point to everybody. So, I'm fucking pissed about this. Especially because as I'm falling, I fucking fall down on his bike, on his pipe. Okay? All right. Let me just keep going. Okay. Fall down on his pipe, on his bike. I'm freaking the fuck out thinking, oh, I'm going to get burned, you know, and I like jump up real quick and then walk off to the side, and he's getting up and like just fucking looking at him. You know how like whenever you see somebody, you just fucking, you know, there's something about their fucking face. You just want to pow. So I pushed him. And as I fucking pushed him, I stepped into the rut coming out of the corner. I fall down. I get up. And he's giving me the fucking Morpheus hand. You know, like, bring it, bitch. It's like, okay. Fuck you, dude. And from the backside of the berm, his dad is fucking screaming. And his dad's the dude that owns Tamer, the whole shot company. He's like, fuck you, motherfucker. You fucking cocksucker. Fuck you. You're a fucking idiot. And I'm like, okay. And I get in the fucking kid's face. I'm like, you are a fucking idiot, dude. And he's, you know what, fuck you. So I was like, all right. Well, you know what, dude? I'm not going to allow you to make any money in this race. If you're going to run into me like a goddamn idiot as I'm letting you fucking by, I couldn't have made it more obvious. I'm like, dude, I go fucking high. You just cut down. Okay, you're on a mod 250F. You just cut down. And you do the 3-piece. I'm out of your sight. No big deal. I tuck in behind you. Hey, we'll have a nice night. No. Instead, you got to come into me like you got something to fucking prove. I'm a 30-year-old on a 125 two-stroke. What is there to prove? You want to clean me out and ruin your night? Okay, you got it, bro. Now, I'm going to pull you off the track by your fucking helmet and teach you a thing or two about track etiquette. Now, of course, as I'm pulling him off of the track by his helmet, he fucking gives me the and like tries, I don't know, people were like, dude, it looked like he was trying to rip your arm out of socket, which, I mean, he was just trying to break free, but you know what? I would have done the same thing. Anyway. So then I turn around and I go to like reach at him again, and he fucking full on right hand haymakers me. And he made a little contact. His pinky got my goggles. It was good aim. I'm not going to deny that the kid fucking made contact with my goggles. Okay. So my goggles are all like twisted up. I'm grabbing them back on. And by this time the Nitro AX guys are over there, break it up, whatever. And I'm like, okay, whatever. You know what? I got him. I hosed him. He hosed me. Now I hosed him back. Now nobody's making fucking money tonight. Sorry, dude. All right. So I'm not mad about this, okay? I'm just trying to explain my thoughts as this is happening, okay? So then his dad's still standing on the side of the track. You fucking idiot. And I point at him. I'm like, come here, dude. If you want to talk more, listen, I'm not making money in this race. If you want to come over here and have a word with me while I'm out on the track, I'd love to, Dad. So Nick takes off. I take off. Whatever. Finished the race. I got 12th. Guess who got last place? Brandon fucking Herschel, the guy that crashed me on the second lap. Surprise, surprise. Dude, halfway through the race, after this had happened, I come around. He's fucking pulling off of the track. Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate your contribution to the pro class. So, I went out. I fucking clicked off some laps, had a nice fun time. Night's over. I pull off of the track and I'm sitting there and I was waiting for the kid. And I was not going to, listen, I'm not going to fucking fight him. I'm just going to tell him what's up. All right. So he rides past and I'm like, okay, well, I'll just come find you. So I'll go back to his trailer. It's like, hey, bro, what you did was wrong. And I'm sorry that I reacted the way that I did. But do you realize that I was a lap down? And he's like, he's in his trailer. He's got his bike in front of him. He's like, well, you were going fast and I didn't know. It's like, dude, I was a lap down. I was letting you by. It's like, but hey, what, before he could say anything, I'm like, whatever. No bad blood. I'm not mad at you. I don't think that you have a right to be mad at me. It's done. It's over. That was arena cross. It gets hot and heavy sometimes. If you're cool with that, we can be cool. Are you good? He's like, yeah. I mean, listen, the kid's fucking 18 years old and he's extremely skilled on a dirt bike. I was not expecting him to be like, oh yeah, man, hey, good ride out there. I'm not. I was there once too. I was an 18-year-old up and comer. I was racing arena cross and taking it seriously, trying to make money and, get practice in for pro supercross or arena cross, which I think this kid's going to do the Supercross All-Stars, and I wish him the best of luck. I'm all about it. Because I am pro local Midwest guys. I am pro privateers, which I don't know if I'd call this kid a privateer because he's got the full factory ride from Dad. And there's no shame in that. I had the same thing. When I was 14 through 16, I had full factory ride. Bikes were free. Everything was free. Dad paid for it. Team Crutcher. All right, and he's on Team Merit. Go, dude. Go get your pro license. Go race Supercross. Don't run into anybody like me. Okay, so, all right. There's video of it on Facebook, which I reposted it because it's fucking funny. Okay? That's arena. I posted, that's arenacross, baby. Which, I mean, is equivalent to me saying, hey, that's showbiz, baby. You see what I'm saying? Listen, the nitro races are not serious. Okay? In my eyes. For me. I didn't go there to like collect money and have good results. I went there for a fun time. Okay? Now, I understand some of these guys are taking it a little serious, but also, hey, whenever you're 18 years old and dad's paying your way, you can't get too mad at me for taking a couple $100 out of your pocket because, I mean, Anyway. It happened. Whatever. There's video. I saw it. It was funny. I'm dragging the kid off of the track by his helmet. Ha ha. But dude, all right. There is such, and I want to say this word very specifically. There is such dichotomy here about reaction towards this video. Now, the video, you don't see the crash. All you see is two bikes laying on the ground. I stand up and go after them. Okay? So it naturally, because I'm the aggressor, I look like the asshole. Whatever. It's out of context. I don't give a fuck. Dude, I have gotten so many people that have commented, yeah, dude, you're the man. Showing these fucking kids how it's done. And I don't know how old the dude was. It doesn't matter whether it was Nick Merritt, Preston Taylor, or Bobby Canary. Okay? I don't care. If you come into me like that, I'm just not going to. I am not capable of reacting to that in a what's the word I'm looking for here? Passive way. It's going to get me a little aggravated. And it's not personal. It's not like, like that kid, Nick. He's 18 years old. It's not like I was like, out there to teach him a thing or two. It's no. You fucked me. Now I got to fuck you back. So the comments that, and it's crazy how many people that I've seen as just like, well, let me go through some of the things that I've been called already. Okay. And the video's been posted not even 12 hours. Okay, so far I've been called fat, coward, old, slow, liberal, snowflake, faggot, pussy. And this was, let's see, I took that down at 10:15. So an hour and a half worth of more shares. Which I don't care. It's funny. It's a funny video. Fucking, dude, arenacross happens. Fights happen out on the track. Whatever. I wasn't in it. I wasn't in it for the gram. I was pissed off. So I reacted. Pissed off. I'm not going to apologize for that. Okay? It's dirt bike racing. It's arenacross. There's no bad blood between me and this Nick guy. We cooled it over. Now, of course, people see it out of context. And they see me going after this dude. And it looks like I'm an absolute asshole. And you know what? That's fine. I don't give one motherfuck about that. Because I'm not worried about the opinions of people that I don't know. So these people that are like, lighting me up. There's a couple guys from wherever that, like actively going out of their way to like shame me for this. And saying that I have the temper of a 5-year-old, which I definitely don't think that I do. I definitely do not think that I have the temper of a 5-year-old. And it's, okay. This kind of reaction, the video has like 4,000 plays already. This kind of reaction makes me think, can you imagine, just as like the average person, what it's like to truly go viral? In our culture, where so much of, there's so many people out there that like are wildly famous just because of Instagram, or like these girls that have, you know, super hot bodies that they've bought, which, I mean, great. I love looking at it. But can you imagine all the shitty things that people say to you just because you're famous? And I'm not saying that I'm famous. Let me just get that out there right now. I'm not famous. But there is such divisiveness between what some people are saying, you know, and there are a lot of people that just don't like me, and that's fine. I can't change their opinion. So what I'm doing is, all the people that are, you know, because listen, it's social media. It's not real, you know, it doesn't matter to me. I don't give a shit what people say about me on social media, because none of these people are going to come up to me and say these things. All right. Nobody came back to my pit from the stands and was like, hey dude, you know what? That was fucking wrong of you. You are an idiot. Pussy. Liberal. Snowflake. Yeah, I see how it is. Some little boy takes you out and you got to start a fight with him because you're an old vet rider that doesn't even belong out in the pro class. That kind of shit. No, nobody's going to come up to me and say that kind of stuff, because anonymity and the power of a keyboard makes people so much stronger. And dear, what perspective it has put on internet arguing for me. And you know, sometimes I like to get into internet arguments just because, now mind you, I'm never like, fuck you pussy, you know, you're old, fat, and slow, or stuff like that. If I do, I just point out the flaws in what it is that they're saying. You know what? I'm fucking done with that shit, dude. I'm done with that. And if anything, I've learned a fun little lesson out of this, is that nothing that is said on the internet matters. People are going to say the stupidest thing that they can think of, the most tough, aggressive, manliest man stuff. But you know what? You look at them, they're balding, they're overweight, they hardly know how to ride a dirt bike. They've got 2 kids that they don't like and a wife that's fat. Okay? So then they want to take out all their aggression on me because, you know what? Work sucks. Who knows? Who knows what these guys are doing? They're a service rider. No, not even a service rider. The bitch to the service rider at City Chevy, making $17 an hour, wishing that they were still out there racing dirt bikes. But instead, nope. They got no pull-out game, so they got 2 dumb little shithead kids charging, you know, costing them $1 million. A wife that they don't like. They live in a shithole house, driving a 2007 Chevy 1500 blue quad cab, rust underneath. The wheel wells are all rusted out, and they're going to fucking comment on me and tell me that I'm a fat old coward. Okay, that's fine, dude. Put your money where your mouth is. See, that's the thing. There's so many people that are so tough on the internet that want to say all this stuff, but they would never, ever, ever say that kind of stuff in person, dude. And so I take it with salt. I laugh at it. And you know what I'm doing? Every single person that says one negative thing, and you know, okay, like, you know, people would be like, well, that's just the wrong thing to do. You know, it shows you can't take criticism. Listen, there's no fucking criticism to give here. All right. I know what I did. I know that I reacted a certain way. Do I regret it? No. Would I do it again tomorrow? Yes. Anybody that's talking negatively over my actions, block. I don't give a shit. I'll block you. I don't need to know that you exist. There's a funny thing about, you know, people are like, blocking is cowardly. I know. You know, I'm going to just say it out loud. Fucking Dennis Jonan piss. Oh my God, did I piss him off bad by blocking him? I'm just going to air that dirty laundry. I don't even care. I'll say it by name. Him and his little buddies, which he only has one, who I guess used to be one of my friends. I'm not going to say his name because fuck him. It's so fun to block those guys, you know, because they think that blocking them is them winning. There's nothing worse than the cold shoulder, not even acknowledging that they exist. That's what I'm doing to these fucking guys. You say something stupid, you get blocked. I don't have to read it. I go about my day perfectly. Guess what I did? I went racing my dirt bike last night, and I had a lot of fun. Meanwhile, you're at home. You're buried in 7 inches of snow. You hate your wife. You hate your kids. You hate your job. You hate that you got a 2007 Kawasaki 450 that runs like shit with a bald Dunlop tire on the rear. Your wheel wells are rusted out on your old piece of shit Chevy. You got no heat in the garage. So you can't even go out and look at your dumbass bike that you've got with stupid ass factory effects stickers on it. Everything sucks for you, but you're gonna get on. You're gonna get on my Facebook and tell me I'm the loser here. It's the way of the world. It's 2019. And then contrary, on the other side, there's a lot of people that are like, yeah, dude, you fucking taught that kid a lesson. And I'm like, well, not really. I don't feel like I taught him a lesson. The kid's faster than me in arena cross. I've never raced him in outdoors. Do I think that he'd handle me? I don't know. Maybe not. I'm pretty quick, especially when we went to bar for the area qualifier. Now scheduled the weekend of March 30th. It's a 2-day event. Friday practice, Saturday, Sunday races. Be sure, go to bar2barmx.com and check the updated schedule for the Loretta qualifier. I hope he's there. I want to race this guy outdoors because you know what? I'm a fucking bar-to-bar specialist. That's where I do the thing. Then we'll see. Who's bad. God, can you imagine how fucking humiliating it would be for these guys that are like, beating up on me on arena cross? Go to bar, and I just win on a 125. Bye. I just start training. That's what I ought to do. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to hit the weight rack tonight. Get trained up for bar-to-bar Loretta qualifier. I'm going to start doing suicides. I'm going to do suicide sprints. So I'm extra good for 5 minutes. Go out, pull a fat whole shot at my 125. Not happening. And then just check out. Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, I got to race Chandler Baker on his full factory EBR Yamaha 250F. Got a $10,000 EBR motor in it. I got a muff pipe and silencer and a Boyson clutch cover. How humiliating. Not really. I don't really think that. It's just more fun for me to ride. I like riding the two strokes. They're more fun. Last night was a blast, dude. That track was awesome on a 125. I had a lot of fun on that bike. If I was there on a 250F, it would have just been another arena cross track. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it would have been that fun. But because I'm on a 125, dude, track's a challenge. Getting across those whoops takes a lot of technique. That's all that I have. I have technique. That's all that I have. I don't have stamina. I don't have raw speed anymore. I just know what to do and when to do it. And I got decent results off of that. Kenny Bartram was like, dude, guys like you piss me off so bad. I'm like, what are you talking about, Kenny? He's like, you don't train, you don't ride, you come off of the couch in your 50-hour-a-week job, and you show up, and you go out there, and you're goddamn competitive, man. I don't get it. Thanks for the compliment, Kenny. I greatly appreciate that. All right, so next, next move is Dallas Supercross. We'll see you there. Hopefully we'll get another podcast with the crew in before then. I'm sure we will. We'll get something popping off here soon. Go to bar2barmx.com. Check their update schedule to get the all the updates and information for the AMA Loretta qualifier. Go to kmcs.com as they have released the 2019 Kansas Motocross Championship Series schedule. Check that out. Especially, big announcement, KMCS added a new track. Heartland Park in Topeka is going to be part of the race series. So the track's still there. The gate, the fence, the whole operation, fully there. Perry Keegan, who has been just like a local moto legend, guy with a tall guy, used to wrench for Corey Francis, wears a cowboy hat, races off-road, was one of the managers at Letco for a little bit. Perry's been around doing the damn thing for a while. Perry's going to run the race operation out there, get everything prepped up. I'm sure he'll team up with a couple of the guys, maybe the Moran's family, and really make sure that the KMCS gets a full good showing out at the Heartland Park motocross track. Perry's a Topeka guy through and through. That's kind of his stomping ground. So I expect him to really put it on for the home crowd. And he's a big Kansas moto guy. Also, check out Donald's Motorcycles. You need Fox gear. You need Motul lubricants. You need pick up a new gas or Beta or CF Moto or Suzuki, Honda, Kajiva. Go check out Donald's Motorcycles in Independence, Missouri. Also, check out their online showroom. They got brand new Huskies. You can buy the Jeff Immig bike. He's got a 450, the Immig Road, for a day at the Evergood Open for sale up there. Go check that out. Thanks for listening to Over the Bars podcast. Thanks for listening to me rant. It's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun last night. I'm glad that I went. It was better than watching more TV. So, also, shout out to Cooper Webb getting the Triple Crown event overall. Roxon leaves with a bigger points gap going into round number 4 of the Supercross Monster Energy Supercross. All right, whatever. I'm done. We'll see you around. Bye.